That was like 8 years ago, asshole. People don't forget.
We're back.
We are live. Can't forget my.
We got the fridge there.
Can't forget my. Cheers, bud.
Yeah, Rickards Red. It's a good drink.
Sponsor me if you're anyone from Rickards is watching this. Probably unlikely, but if you're there, hello.
We literally have 0 viewers.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's gonna blow up. It's fine.
The internet just kind of decides. You don't get to. That's the thing about viral videos, right? Or
True.
viral channels or anything like that. I remember a time when YouTube. I'm on YouTube all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know, but like literally hours a day. Like
every day.
It used to be kind of embarrassing. Like, oh, like I would like hide it.
Yeah.
But now it's like, yeah, no, totally. I go get like an eye test, and they're like, how many hours a day do you spend looking at a screen? And you feel the need to lie.
But you shouldn't.
But now I'm like, fuck it. Like 8 hours probably a day. And he's like, oh, shit. Fuck.
No, I watch like a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Like quite a bit.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's mostly what everyone does because you get. Oh, honey, enjoying your toy over there.
Shut up.
I wish I had a chew toy right now. I'll just drink this beer instead.
That what kind of beer is it?
Rickards Red.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor me. Ray, I'll actually order Rickards Red at like a bar. Like if they have it on tap, I'll order it.
I'm not that kind of guy.
That's about as fussy as I'll get. I don't like IPAs. Maybe I'm not.
Do you like craft beer?
I don't know. Okay, like I had one of these. Sponsor me. Belgian Moon, sponsor me. They're pretty good, but it's not like...
I enjoy those ones.
It's not that crazy of a, but once you start getting into like there's like a chocolate stout and a peanut butter thing.
Raspberry flavored beer.
Whatever, man. I'll drink it, but half the time they're like super expensive anyway, so I'd rather just... Right? Are they expensive? Is craft beer expensive?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Well, some of them are, yeah.
Yeah.
That I know of.
I'm actually going to Beer Fest in Toronto. They do it at like Steam Whistle. They like close off.
It's like a big like event.
Yeah, and like, but all my friends, they're like, "Oh, you got to try this new sour IPA, whatever." And I just like that's coming from a guy who like
I would go to that, but I don't find the hype in it.
No, it's gonna be cold and there's games and stuff, which is cool, but I don't know. I don't know. It's cool. It's I don't know. It's just. But yeah, sorry. I wanted to go back for a second. You mentioned TV because it's just another thing to do with our time. The whole Beer Fest thing. I feel like that's mostly what all of us do because you go on Instagram and you're just like scrolling and you see people and they're like just went on a 4-hour hike or they're like on a boat and they're doing all this cool shit. But the reality is
they don't do that all the time.
Most of the time they're probably just like watching Friends. With a bowl of cereal. There's a lot of like, facade. Like,
oh yeah,
people are fronting on Instagram a lot,
100%,
and it just I don't know. Yeah, it gets kind of.
Yeah, well, that's just the way it works now.
Yeah, there's two kinds of people. There's like the people that all their picture. You go on their Instagram and just you're scrolling down and it's just them. It's just their face.
Yeah.
For half an hour you can scroll, it's just them. And then there's people like me, I'll just take a picture of like literally nothing. It's dribble. It's stuff that like I look back and I'm like, why did I post this? It's like
because you wanted to at the time.
Yeah, it's like
that's what it was originally for though, wasn't it? Like post whatever you wanted at the time that you're posting it.
Yeah, I use it. I use it as like a. First of all, Instagram's the only like real social media that I even use. Excuse me. Sponsor me.
Rickards Red.
Rickards Red. Because it's like I use Instagram as like a personal photo. Like a library for yourself. Yeah, I don't keep photos on my camera roll because it gets all fucking disorganized and I don't like the way they do it. Instagram, it's simple, it's all chronological, and I can be like, oh, I remember when I drank with whatever Byron at his house or whatever.
Yeah, that's not how it works now. It's people just want likes and to get filthy fucking rich.
Yeah, that's a bummer. You see, okay, obviously people talk about this all the time. This is not new thing, not a new thing. But you know these like girls that there's different fads. What I've seen recently is like it's just the ass pics, like the bum pictures, which is like
I'm workout videos.
I'm all about it. Like I'll look at them all day, but like the part that sucks about it is I just don't want them to be at home like, oh, I'm gonna post this new picture of my ass, and they think that like it's just people are liking it because your ass is in it. Like it has nothing to do with you as a person.
Yeah,
you're not offering anything other than your ass. You know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know.
What I don't understand is,
doesn't it bug you?
Ever? Well, yeah, this bugs me. Like I don't care for people. Like it doesn't matter to me. Okay. It doesn't matter to me. Like if you're gonna work out on Instagram, like fuck it, who cares? It's like your life. Like it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're posting like things of it's like, oh, like this is a nice bicep workout, but they're filming it from behind just to show their ass.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
It's like
that's what I don't get.
It's like working buys,
or like they're in the mirror like doing this, but like working biceps, so like the mirror's back here, and they're just like,
yeah, I don't know. That we all want to be complimented. We all want to feel good, but like you can't get too far down that road. You need to. So a comedian once said, I was listening to a comedian, I think it was Doug Stanhope. He was saying that like self-confidence is important.
Yeah, of course.
But self-awareness is far more valuable. To know, to not be like absorbed in like what, you know, how people perceive you, or, oh, I got 50 likes instead of 60. Like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
It's like, you're fucked. Your flex is completely fucked. You need to rearrange get it back. Bring it back.
But yeah, it's like the same thing though. Like, Rickards, right?
Funny.
It's like what was I gonna say? Like people posting like, even guys too, like just pictures of like their body.
Oh, guys are just as bad.
But
just
it's just
as
like,
bad.
and then
guys.
it would just say the caption will be just something so irrelevant, or it's like.
It'll be like something like lyrics from a song.
Yeah, or like something crazy happens in the world, and they're like, "Oh, pray for this place," but it's like a picture of the.
Oh god, okay. This is the big thing because this all is tied in with. Did you see or you've heard of YouTube Rewind? You know YouTube Rewind, where they go back and all the creators kind of look back at the year.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be kind of sick. I remember in 2012 I saw it. 2013 it was like sick. PewDiePie was in it. The Slow Mo guys. All these like. Big channels that deserve to be big. Like they're sick. The content is amazing. It's free television, like good quality. But nowadays it's like you'll get these people that are like, "Oh, I just wanted to say thank you to all the brave people that spoke." And it's like, you're getting paid to say this.
Yeah.
How am I going to take it seriously?
You really can't.
It's fucking dumb. It's like watching a reality TV show. And do you notice this? You watch a show like anything, it's down to like MasterChef or like American Ninja Warrior, any reality TV. They're always like, yes, I'm here fighting as hard as we can because my son is sick and my wife just lost her job. It's like, why can't it just be a guy like, hey, I'm here to win this competition?
Well, they only say that when they lose, right?
Yeah, I just
want another chance.
Why is like we're all just like. Everything is so.
I feel like you can't bring that kind of stuff in if you're in like competition. Just leave it.
I know it. You know what I mean, though. Yeah. Like I don't usually watch reality TV. I don't even have cable. I just watch Netflix.
I just watch it for. I just have it for sports.
True.
Like that's the only thing I watch on.
Oh man, that's one thing you. By the way, to whoever, to Rickards.
To one person.
Yeah, the one Rickards person watching. Sponsor me. We haven't. Like hung out in a long time. Yeah. We haven't spoken in a while. Nothing like there was nothing bad. It's just it's just
the way it goes.
At the beginning, it was like
probably like 8 years.
Oh yeah, probably. You and I were like you were my best friend in grade like 3.
Yeah,
you were my best friend.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember we had to do the project where you had to write a story and then make a puppet to like go with the story?
I kind of remember.
Yeah, and I was like, I did a thing on
Twisted
Metal. I was like obsessed with Twisted Metal, like the game, video game. So I made the clown, which is super inappropriate. I was like,
and weird.
Yeah,
for that age.
Yeah, But no one questioned me because it was like,
You're just a kid.
yeah, it was like the year
In, like,
2000.
2000.
We were, yeah,
2001.
no one knew. We didn't know what we were doing. We had a good time though. But then, yeah, I don't know. This is one thing I wanted to talk about was because when we're in elementary school, there was no real division. Everyone kind of talked to each other. I mean, there were friend groups, but it wasn't really...
It wasn't like high school where you wouldn't talk to someone.
Exactly. But
throughout
then,
the day.
do you remember how fucking... Okay, like, you're 25, right? Still?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both 25. I remember entering high school literally 10 years ago. It would have been. We were, 15 when we grade 9 or 14?
No, I think it was like 11 or 13 years ago.
Fuck,
or maybe 11
man.
or 12 years ago.
We're so old.
But if we're, no, okay, because we're turning 26 this year, so it would have been, like 12 years ago.
That's a long time. I was just going to say, like, I remember the first day of high school, like, not the whole thing, but I just remember walking in and being like,
what the fuck?
My first thought was, there's a lot of girls here. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I haven't met like half of these.
Yeah.
Not to sound like a pervert, but that was like the big thing. That was the big buildup was like, oh, there's tons of girls in high school.
And they're all wearing skirts.
Yes. We enjoyed them for 2 years and they took them away. Was it 2 or 3? They took them away in grade 11, I think.
Yeah, we wore uniforms.
But then they just hiked up their shorts or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
God bless all you ND girls. And Corpus Christi, which is what I was going to say. When we got into high school, there was no Corpus. So it was like 2,500 kids.
Yeah, then
Literally half.
A quarter of them were gone, but like within a year.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I don't know the numbers at all, but
I think we were like the biggest school at the time.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I don't know.
But that's when divisions like became more clear. But even then, it wasn't as bad as like movies made you feel like it was gonna be. Yeah. Like it wasn't. For example, okay, I was. Oh, and this is even before high school. You're the biggest thing you gave me.
Me? Like,
yeah.
Me personally.
As a gift was you and Gagne, actually. You two were the ones that made me the metalhead that I am today.
Oh, like music.
Oh, yeah. and I'm that metal, clearly. I'm still the same. Like, I still listen to band. Like, I remember you showing me Dr. Acula, but no one's going to know what bands these are. But yeah. Dr. Acula, Arsonist, Get All the Girls, Devil Wears Prada, Bring Me the Horizon, Amur, Whitechapel, Suicide Sounds. Like, that was the...
Yeah.
And then I still listen to those bands today.
I listen to metal too,
you know
but I just don't listen to it as much. Like, I like a bunch of bands. But
yeah, no, you've definitely... Like, I never brought the hip-hop in like everyone else did. I still listen... Like, my brother showed me... He got me into, like, Wu-Tang Clan and Nas.
No one didn't listen to
Mobb Deep. Yeah. It helps to have an older brother, but we split. He went hip-hop and house music, and I was like, yeah, not heavy enough.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that was like the thing.
Elementary school is nuts. We were fucking crazy.
I think we had a sick time. I think we had a sick childhood, and St. Mark's was cool.
But we got into trouble a lot.
Mm.
But like for the dumbest things, I mean, like.
Have you been suspended in elementary school?
I think once.
Me too. It was one time. Do you remember what it was for?
What was it?
You don't have to name names. Just like.
No.
Do you remember the story?
Something to do with me. No. Oh, I threw a kid's shoes on the roof of the school. And the kid didn't have shoes for the rest of the day, and the janitor had to get them. I remember that. That's what it was.
Mr. Lemon.
Oh, the janitor.
Mr. Lemon. Yeah.
Holy shit! I forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
Ah, that's fucking hilarious.
He was a sick guy. Sick guy.
Nuts.
Wonder if he could be dead right now. I feel bad.
The day. Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
The day that you all the balls would come off the roof and you see Mr. Lemon on the roof just hucking balls.
Oh yeah.
You were getting pelted.
You know he was
balls.
Definitely like trying to hit kids.
My God,
There's no way he wasn't.
I would be.
Don't just like throw him over.
I would be 100% pegging kids in the head.
Yeah.
Just like.
And the roof, like when we're young, it was like this giant.
It's only a story, like a story told.
It's honestly,
no one had the balls on the very top, like where the
where the gym was, where it was like silver and was like extended.
No one kicked balls up there. We're too
you couldn't
big of pussies.
You couldn't. Now we could.
I think now you could literally climb on like by like the window or something.
You know what's crazy? If we, like it seems so big, even just the one story when you're a kid. But if we went there now, we could literally probably climb it just by getting on a windowsill.
That's
we
what I'm
could
saying.
climb it.
That's what I'm saying.
And that brings me to, I wanted to tell a quick story. I was, I won't name names just in case. Well, obviously, no one really got in trouble. We did get in trouble a little bit, but anyways,
a little bit.
I was hanging out with a girl and one of our mutual good friends.
I'm trying to figure out the story right now.
No, it happened a little later. This was during high school, and he hadn't left for Toronto yet.
Okay.
And we were drinking, and he was with the girl that he liked, and and they were friends.
So this is in high school right now.
Yeah, we're in like grade 10 probably.
Okay.
And we were drinking, and we're like, because we were in the area, and we're like, let's go to St. Mark's. And one thing led to another, and we ended up climbing the roof, and we were just hanging out. And we were drunk, and we were drinking, and I ended up, I was young, and I was like, and I'd finish a beer and throw it off the roof.
Yeah.
Which is like a dick move, but fuck you. Like, I'm like, I was like...
I'm only 12.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever age I was
14.
Beer. I'm still like that about beer. Same. Sponsor me. Rickards Red.
I like how we're saying like Rickards Red, like it's just Rickards. Like the
yeah, I know, but no, I want specifically Rickards Red. I don't want the other ones.
Sponsor us.
No, they're all good. But yeah, so I was throwing and like glass bottles, like I'm an idiot. And
everyone did that when they were younger.
Yeah, and it was
for the fuck of it.
But it was like 3 a.m. around my area. Like there's no one is awake.
Yeah.
And I threw one, and then blah blah blah, and then we saw, literally we were fucking around and saw a cop car pull into the parking lot. No lights, nothing. Just quietly, just pulled in, and we're like, oh fuck, this is it, right? Yeah. And so we ran to the edge, and we're like ducking down, all freaking out, but like laughing because whatever. And then I was like, dude, I almost said his name too. I was like, dude, like look and see if, and okay, so St. Mark's is like here, and over here there's like the hill where we would play during recess.
It went like down at like to the fence.
Yeah. So if you're standing on top of the hill as an adult man, you could see pretty much the roof. Like you're almost level with the roof. And he looked up, and there was just a cop, like flashlight on top of the hill, and it was like, we're fucked. Like they definitely saw us. Anyways, they walked through. We all got in trouble. But it was, the reason I found out after, the reason was when I threw the beer bottle, there was a person just walking on the sidewalk, and they literally called the cops and said someone's on the roof. Fucking, and we're sitting there like, I'm kind of scared because like fucking cops, and I'm young.
When you're young, you don't know.
Yeah, and I was like, but the one cop was cool. I was like, sir, I was smoking cigarettes at this time still, and I was like, can I light a cigarette? And he's like, yeah, sure. I was like, oh, cool. And I lit it, and like the older cop came by. Was like, put that out. What are you doing? And I was like, oh fuck.
You felt like bad about yourself twice.
Totally took the wind out of the other cop's sails, big time. Yeah, but yeah, that was, I don't know. That school is a big part of our lives, both of our lives. Dude, that area. I think about
the shit we did all the time.
Going to the Max Milk just to get like a slushie in the summer, like all the time. I would.
Dude, me and my buddies, like the guys that I grew up with, like on my street, we'd go to Max Milk and play a game called like I don't know what it's called. Like who would get the most gum? Whoever came out with the most gum in their pockets, like won everyone's gum if you didn't get caught.
Like double bubble, like the pink ones. Yeah.
Imagine how fucked it would be going there today. And you're just like, yo, you want to play the gum game, dude?
Oh, God. They would fucking... Well, now, the thing is, when you come in, like, at our age, especially with, like, tattoos, no offense to ourselves, they'd be, like, kind of more looking at us. But if you're, like, a kid, they're like...
Let him live.
He's here for...
Yeah, if I was, like, an owner of Max Milk, like, working, I'd be like, yeah, let him live. Let the kids go.
I would just pretend I didn't know. I mean, it's 5 cents a pop. I'll just pay. I'll pay for it if I was the store owner.
What a simple time. Literally just get on your bike and ride down the street, go to get a slushie, and then go home.
Yeah, that was a big chapter in our life, at least my life. I can't speak for you, but in high school, we would we started going to parties. That was a thing now. It was like this person had a party, and now they kind of do it all the time. And now this person does, and now all of a sudden there's something to do every weekend. More than there is now, honestly.
Remember,
back then, it was crazy.
Remember after your last class that day, go down to the Spectrum and you're like, dude, what is going on tonight?
Yeah.
On a Friday, who's having the party? He force kids to have parties. Just go to their house.
Well, that's what birthed Bruce Trail get-togethers because
no one was having parties.
Yeah, no one could have, and it was so much easier. And we got away with it for so long before cops even knew.
Yeah. Well, roads on the other side of that field, right? So.
Yeah, it's like the Highway 5.
You see a cop go by and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. But is it what was it? Was it a noise complaint or was it because we had giant fires?
It must have been fire. There's.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's houses on the across the street from it.
Yeah,
from that field,
true.
And they just saw a bunch of fire,
or even just the smoke.
Fire.
I mean, literally, I remember one of our friends.
Same guy?
No, different guy. Used to have parties. Red hair sometimes. Anyways, he
can't remember.
Yeah, he would literally just pile gasoline onto the fire and we're all
Yeah, well that's not fun.
And we didn't, but no one cared. It was a fucking trek too because sometimes we take our bikes up there, 1 or 2 times we have, and then you're drunk and stoned or whatever it is.
Bike down the trail, fucking wasted.
And you bike down, no lights, zero. Someone with a cell phone light. But it's a pretty big hike. I mean,
no, it's definitely a long time to get to the top, and then you got to go all the way across the top of it.
Oh god, yeah.
So you go up the hill, right?
Yeah.
You go to that hill, all the whole grass hill.
There was the 2 ways. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was
split.
near Byron's house.
Yeah.
On the right side.
Yeah.
And then you have to go down the street on the other side of that, the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Go up the hill that we toboggan on.
Yeah.
And then you go through the forest. That's a hike.
The golf course, near the golf course.
And then you got to go across. But if you want a Byron's side, you just make it there.
Yeah, see, I would always take Byron's way, and you go up, and then you hit the stairs.
Yeah.
And if you took the stairway, you're pretty much
coming down, you're fucked.
Yeah, coming down, you're fucked.
You're definitely missing a stair at some point.
We didn't care though. It was so this is where we're going. There was no concern for.
Yeah. Wait. First of all.
And we're back.
First of all.
Rickards Red. Specifically Rickards Red.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking.
But then after that, the Bruce Trail, obviously that was a big part of high school and our high school experience.
Well, I didn't hang out with you guys really in high school, but I would go to that kind of shit and it would just be refreshment.
And that's the nice thing is what I mentioned earlier was there wasn't the kind of division at our high school that you would expect from in movies and stuff. It wasn't there were people that were playing sports and more jock types, and then there was these type, but we all kind of just, as long as you were kind of not a dick, you were all right.
There was not many parties so everyone was at the same party almost.
Exactly. Pretty much, yeah. Well, I was always because I smoked cigarettes, I was at Smokers every single day. Yeah. Literally from grade 9 to... In grade 9, it was a little scary. It was are we going to go to Smokers? Are we going to get in trouble? And then the teachers eventually find out that,
yeah, you just come in smelling like weed and you're like...
I didn't even... Okay.
Just don't come late smelling
I had friends that would... Okay, I did... that was at the height of my weed smoking. Was probably grade 9, 10... 11. Yeah. That was and I literally, an idiot, we would smoke, get so high, and then I would go to math class and just be
and thinking you didn't smell like weed, but you really did.
Oh, 100% you did. It doesn't matter that you washed your hands. You just spent half an hour smoking a joint.
And then everyone would know, but you just would think that you're fine.
I hated that there was nothing more terrifying than like walking in and you're walking down the halls and people are just waving to you like normal, like, oh hey Norik, and you're like, hey, fuck, do they know?
Yeah,
do they know?
They obviously know.
Yeah, my relationship with weed now is like very. It's like Louis C.K. said. It's like I never do drugs, so that when I do, it's really awesome.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like once you get addicted to something, it just becomes a daily part of your life, and it just gets boring. And I couldn't imagine.
Yeah,
I could.
I don't really smoke weed that often.
Cigarettes are the only thing that I'm like that I do every day.
Yeah.
I don't hear like literally my pant. This it did not just happen because I was doing lunges. All my pants. I only have like 4 pairs of jeans. They all have the cigarette square hole cut out.
And like your phone.
Yeah, it's like same thing with the phone, but like those edges were sharper. So like I've had a pack of cigarettes in my pocket pretty much since like grade 10, which is kind of a bummer now that I say it out loud.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we didn't really hang out in high school, but it was still like there was no, you know.
We didn't hang out like. I wouldn't text you and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, no, I was hanging out with like Byron and Mitch, and then like also there was John Adams and all those people, and then we were good friends with people from like Assumption.
Yeah,
like there was like Hillary and Emily Matthews and all those people would hang out with us, and then it just
I feel that.
It wasn't so much. That's why the division really was people that went to parties and people that just didn't. That was it. There was no.
Most of my friends from other schools was because I played hockey.
True. That's another. Yeah, I didn't grow up playing sports, so I never had okay. My version of that is I've always played in bands. So you know people. Yeah, you know other bands, and you'll go to their parties, and then that still happens today.
Yeah.
Like it's common for me to go to a party and be like, I don't know anyone here. Because these are all new people. It's cool.
That's why I don't really like going out. Why would I want to be here?
I'll always take a like a party, like whatever, get together over going to a bar.
I'd rather go hang out than go to a bar.
We were talking about this earlier. I can't stand, like, again, whoever's listening, you might get offended by this, but the one Rickards Red guy, yeah, if you live in Burlington, only it applies to you. Is that like the whatever bar is popular, it like changes and like it just everyone goes there, so you have to wait forever to get a drink, and by the time I get a drink, I'm like,
I don't even want to drink it anymore.
I'm spending more than I have to be, and I'm waiting longer than I should. And they have all these rules, and
it's more expensive.
I can't smoke on patios anymore, so that one hurt me. Specifically.
It's like a big dagger.
I know, like really can't. I miss smoking on patios. What a time. Took it for granted, definitely. But yeah, you're definitely more of a sports guy. I know so little about sports. It's like I've been the game that I've seen the most live is hockey, and it's the Buffalo Sabres. I've seen that's the team I've seen the most.
Well, they're good this year, so.
Yeah, I don't even know. I posted, like, we were going to see this, there's a band called Every Time I Die, and we were going, sick, they're so sick. We were going to see their, like, they have a yearly Christmas show. So it's like, it starts at like 2 p.m., it's like 8 metal bands, but also live wrestling, like, like not WWE, but like that style of wrestling, and you can go curling, they have food and drink, you don't have to leave the venue, it's all there. And we went 2 days early. It's like, oh, we might as well see the Sabres. So I posted, oh, Sabres. And people are like, oh, on the bandwagon. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Aren't they shit? Like, aren't they supposed to be a bad team? I had no idea.
No, they got good this year.
Yeah, we all were.
People are probably getting mad at you like, fucking asshole.
Yeah, because they know I don't know anything about sports. And here I am like, oh, it's going to Buffalo to watch the Sabres. But like, we went the last year and we all bought matching. There was literally 7 of us and we all had Eichel jerseys. But they were fake. They were like Chinese fake.
Yeah, well,
because I'm not gonna.
Cares?
Yeah, they were like $35. And now Eichel's the captain.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Holy shit! And they did win this year when we saw them. They didn't win last year, so that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I watch sports a lot.
I have no idea, man. I literally... I couldn't tell you. To me, I've been to some baseball games, and I know it's like huge. People love the Blue Jays. It's one of those things where maybe it's not that I don't understand the game. It's just wouldn't you rather go to a hockey game?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it's just so much more exciting.
Well, I'm a way bigger hockey fan. I'm a Jays fan, but I'd rather go to the game than watch it on TV. But I still do watch it on TV.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely a group of people that'll go to Jays games, whether it's like the girlfriend of the guy or the other way around. They don't really care. So the crowd, a lot of the people are just kind of like
half dead
people that are there that aren't really watching, but they're not really.
Yeah.
But at a hockey game, it's like it's more rowdy. Like more people are drinking. I like drinking at hockey games. I feel like it's like they go hand in hand. Rickards,
sponsor us.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I knew more about sports.
You don't know the rules.
I don't know.
You just go for fun.
I like to fuck with my friends because we're watching like the World Juniors and it was Canada versus Russia, and I was like, I'm half Russian, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, this is like I thought that was the biggest hockey rivalry, but then Sheldon, the drummer in my band, he was like, he plays hockey and he's a big hockey guy, and he's like, no, it's the biggest rivalry is probably Canada and the U.S. And I was like, I didn't know that.
Depends like what, like the World Juniors are like overall.
Yeah,
but it probably is Canada and the U.S.
Is that over now? Is it over?
Yeah.
I have no idea. See,
it's gone. No, it's done. Canada lost. Didn't even get a medal.
Who won?
It's fine. I don't know. I think Finland won.
Really?
I think so.
Holy shit.
We're going to have to check back on that one.
I didn't even know they played hockey. You know what I mean?
No, they're like one of the best countries right now.
Fuck. Yeah, I know. I guess it's cold up there. That's cool. That makes more sense than like...
It's cold up there.
But it makes more sense than when you see like... I don't know. Like, is it Arizona that has a team? Coyotes? Is that Arizona? Like, they don't have ice there, so it's like, I know it doesn't matter.
Inside they do. Like,
inside, yeah.
They're not playing hockey on a fucking desert.
I know. It's at first it was hard to wrap my brain around that, because I was like, well, it makes sense that, you know, like the original 6 hockey teams, which are...
Yeah, but that's...
I should know.
They're all up north, though.
Toronto, Montreal, New York Rangers, Chicago Blackhawks, Boston Bruins, and the last one's something stupid. Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
That's the original 6.
They're all in the same area. That's why. Rickards Red.
If that doesn't earn me a sponsor, is Rickards Canadian?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Forget that.
Don't watch that part if you want to.
Yeah, don't watch that part.
We know what you are. We'll just tell you after.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you listen to nowadays? What's like your favorite? That's like the ASL question. Like, what's your favorite band? Nowadays, like ASL. That's like when you go on Habbo Hotel.
Yeah, Habbo Hotel.
ASL, and just like
you're literally
that it's not a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah, 10 years old. You're like trying to get pussy.
Literally, like sitting there in my basement, like sweating.
Want to come to my room?
Do you want to see my new rug? It's sick. Or like Fallen Fernie.
I have a hotel room, kind of replicates my life right now.
Yeah,
just a room with a bed in it. And nothing else.
It's all come full circle.
And people are like, what the fuck?
I remember Francisco, he was like the first one that was like, yeah, you can spend money on the game. And I was like, what?
I never ever spent money on
No, I know, but you would go to a Petro-Canada and it's $10.
Yeah, it's like a different card though. Like it's like a credit card, right?
And you got like quite a bit. No, like points. Like you type in the code and you get Habbo coins.
Oh, so it's like a points card.
Yeah, and you can join the Habbo Club, and the dances were different. Like if you were just a regular person, you had like this dance. This was like the regular one.
Yeah, and there's like one like this.
Yeah, just. But then
that was sick.
the joining the HC club, you could like get different dances, and it showed the little.
It sounds familiar. That
Fuck
HC
those!
Club.
Fuck those people. I would always be like, oh fuck. Half the time I was just trying to get kicked out of rooms. I'd walk in and just be like, type a bunch of shit, but it would just be like boba, 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 your boba. And it's like fuck. I can't even swear.
That's like everyone like was on RuneScape, and then after that they were like, let's go to Heppo.
Dude, I never got into. You know how many things I missed? I never did RuneScape because when I was that age, I was playing Diablo, which is like the Blizzard, like the really good version. You know Diablo, right?
Yeah.
Diablo 1 and 2. I still play it sometimes. But I miss that, and I miss MySpace. I never had one.
You ever had one?
Never had a MySpace.
You're probably lucky, man. I'd spend like hours of my day like making my profile and like getting the song.
I can't. But then, okay, Facebook killed MySpace, obviously. So I just went right to Facebook. I got it the year it came out.
Yeah, but so did I. But Facebook, you couldn't like have like a background on your profile.
No, when it first came out,
And, like have your own song. And
I don't remember. They changed the layout so many times. There's no way you could have a gun to my head. I wouldn't be able to tell you what the first one was.
But it's always been blue and white, right?
Yeah. That hasn't changed. But the one thing I remember, this is embarrassing. They at the time where they had Facebook games, and those were really popular.
Those were fun.
And people were like competing, and I can't say to this day, but up until they got rid of Facebook games, I had the highest trivia score for the OC trivia.
Like,
why?
At that time?
What? Yeah, it was me and this other girl, and we just were going back and forth. And one day I was like, "Fuck you," and I just sat there and I was like, "In season 3, what did Marissa say to her mom?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," and then I just sat there for like 3 hours, got way ahead, and was like, "Yeah," and then they got rid of the whole thing. Facebook did, and I was like, "Okay, well."
I feel like if you're like
went out on top.
If you come out on top in a game like that, they should at least give you like a plaque or something.
I know. Like, YouTube sends people, like, the play buttons.
Yeah,
like
well, that's gold. Like a whole picture, like, framed.
Yeah.
But they should send you, like, a plaque.
That's another thing. It takes nothing now. We were talking about YouTube earlier. That's another format that's changed so much. Back in the day, you had a profile, and it would say how many videos you've watched.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that shit.
That's around the time when, like, MSN was huge, and we were, like... MSN was everything. Literally, people like having MSN relationships, having a cool. I would have skateboard companies as my display picture, I was like awful at skateboarding.
100%.
I just lived that life because you guys also did, and you were my best friends, and I didn't want to be like the idiot that didn't know. Like I could ollie. By the end of it, I could ollie while moving, and I could boneless. And like comply sometimes, yeah. That was like mostly it. And I could ride, but it was Mongo, so I'm a pussy or whatever. But
Mongo,
I gotta learn. That's why when I go to California, this is just me asking you for advice for real. I was gonna get just a skateboard, a deck, and I was looking at
you should
wheels.
ask me, man. I just got into it this year again.
I know, but I feel like you know more in general. Like, I feel like you've read skateboarding magazines, and I never have. I just don't know.
When I was like 8.
Okay, in California, I'm going to be at a cabin, and it's not like, I'm sure there's a skate park nearby, but it's mostly just roads. And I was like, I want to be able to mostly just cruise, but if I want to, like, learn to do a kickflip, because I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands, do I get, like, a regular deck, but get, like, they have those, Ricta has these like cloud wheels that are like softer and they're good for riding.
Honestly.
But then Kev was telling me just get a cruiser. So what should I do? Like if I'm just going to be on roads.
Like just like for travel?
One of those like not a longboard, but like a.
Yeah, but to travel.
Like a cruiser. Yeah, just to like ride around and like carve street.
Yeah.
But then I can't like do a kickflip.
Well, you could. Technically.
It would just be really hard and awesome if I actually.
Well, there's cruiser boards that you can get that are kind of shaped like normal.
And they're cool because like they come complete. You don't have to like. Most of them come complete.
It's cheaper. I wouldn't like spend money on it.
skateboard.
If you're not gonna like actually.
Yeah, true. Because if you go and I'm gonna end up spending like $250.
Yeah.
And it's like
I spent like $180 when I got back into it for a full set, and that's not even like the best shit.
That's not bad. I would love to just ride around a skate park. I don't even care, and just try not to fall. Like really, that's if I can conquer that for like a while, I'd be more than happy. But it's California. I feel like there's skate parks and stuff. I don't know. I'm getting in over my head. I'm not gonna learn how to fucking kickflip. I'll just get a cruiser. They're cool.
Pretty easy though.
Go to like Venice Beach and like just cruise down.
Skateboarding's hard, but a kickflip's probably like the easiest thing you can do.
That's what they say. I was always able to flip them, but I couldn't. I couldn't get through my head that it's all about just committing to like don't be afraid of falling. Yeah, that's all it is. That's like
it. 90% falling.
Yeah. And I feel like
it kind of sucks.
It benefits you to fall because then you're like, oh, okay, I fell. Yeah. Now I'm not afraid to fall. But I never did fall. I never did.
I've never broken a bone. That's why I think I'm like shittier at skateboarding. Like I never broke a bone, so I never like.
You're still kind of afraid.
I mean, like
that might
like if I commit to something that I don't really like know, that I'll just die.
Yeah,
but like it's like you're not gonna die. You're just gonna break a bone.
That brings me to the whole bucket list thing of like I was just talking about this with a girl I was talking to, and I was like, I have no interest in skydiving or bungee jumping. It's not that I'm afraid. It's just
if I didn't have to pay to do it, maybe.
Yeah, true.
But
like if someone
why would you pay to do that?
I'd rather like.
Why would you pay to shit
you know
your
what
pants?
you know what I like doing? I never do it, but I did a couple times as a kid with John Adams actually. Was like just paintballing. At that's really cool places. Like we went to I think it was Sergeant Splatters or something, but they had a whole thing. It was indoor first of all, which is really awesome. I love indoor because you have this. It has a Call of Duty feel where there's 2 buildings on each side. There's cars in the middle and all this shit.
Yeah, I've been like twice.
It's sick. It's not.
I'd go again.
It's not too expensive, you know.
I'd go paintballing again,
especially as an adult. Like we're adults, I could I'll go buy
you
my
wouldn't
own
have to
gun.
wear, like when I went, I was like younger, and I like wore like 3 T-shirts.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't like get fucked.
It hurts, but like
it's for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. After getting tattoos and like fucking well, I just got stitches for the first time. This sucks, by the way. Like I literally, I could only move like this. What did you even do? Like straight. I at Samuel Steel, which I won't be there too much longer, but I cut myself on steel strapping. Like this is boring, so I'll get through it quick. Steel coil. Picture like you know those double bubblegum tape.
Yeah.
Things. Picture that, but wider and steel. That's a steel coil.
So like hold something together.
Yeah. And they're banded together with like a piece of steel like this, and it goes, and you tighten it. I was breaking one off, and I was yanking. I was like, "Why the? I have gloves on and wrist guards and everything."
Yeah.
And I was fucking yanking it, and it wouldn't come. And it came, and it whipped around and just. It got my elbow so bad that it didn't even bleed at first. Like I was like, "Oh, what happened?" And I looked, and I was like, "Oh, it doesn't look bad." And then I bent my elbow, and it just looked like a pussy. Like it literally opened up, and then just blood. And of course, they're like, "Oh, it's fine. You don't need stitches. You're fine. Just put a Band-Aid on it." Thank God I went to the thing. I went to the walk-in clinic, got a tetanus shot. They were like, "Yeah, you need stitches." I was like, "Okay, great, thanks, Samuel Steele." No offense.
Fuck you.
But yeah, that's what. So now I'm like, yeah, it actually kind of feels all right now. I don't know if it's because I'm drinking beer, but
it might be.
It's helping a lot.
I feel like if you were actually drunk, it would.
Yeah. The thing is okay. I've never got stitches, so I didn't know. He like put a needle in to freeze it, like a dentist would. He froze it, and I was like, "Oh, that's courteous of you." And then it still hurt, and I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Oh, this doesn't feel bad. It feels like way better." And then the freezing started to wear off, and I was like, it literally felt like someone was just
if it hit you
punching.
that hard, just from like an impact, it would probably fuck your like bone up.
Yeah. Like it's a cut, but also a bruise. But anyways, it's fine. I'll be fine.
It's fine.
My stepdad called me a pussy this morning for complaining about it. Not in a mean way.
He doesn't know, man.
I know. I was like, it's fine. No, but this is a lot. He's this like literally horror story. There's the machine that like it feeds a coil. The picture like just like a sheet of paper, but a little bit thicker in steel. It feeds it through a roll. And he was cleaning, my stepdad works there. He was cleaning the thing and he forgot to turn off the thing. He fucked up something and literally there's a space about maybe a centimeter wide between two rollers, like two rolling pins, and it fed through and his hand went in. So his hand got pressed through
fuck that.
And it didn't, like, he still has his hand. He's fine. But after that happens to you, you could say anything you want. Like any other injury anyone has is like, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
You're a fucking pussy.
That's fucked.
My hand. Yeah, I know. That's why they pay us well, is because that shit happens.
Yeah, that's why, like,
once a month at least.
The people that climb on what's it called? Like electric poles? Electric poles.
Electrical poles.
Yeah, they get paid a shit ton.
Yeah.
And people that like cut down like trees.
Yeah, arborists.
I
think that's the
arborists.
I'm pretty sure. I think Peter was looking into that actually. Last I heard.
Shit's fucked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Like I'd do it, but I don't like heights.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
No, I don't know. Even depends on how much they were getting paid. I feel like I just found out because there was a guy who quit Samuel to go back to his old job. He got an offer back. He was one of those guys that works on high rises. Like he's construction, but specifically for high rise buildings. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I get paid like $38 an hour. And when it's overtime, anything over 8 hours, I get two and a half times. And on holidays, it's like 3.5 times, 38 an hour.
Sick.
Excuse me. And so yeah, that's his. I mean, if I got paid that much, maybe I'd just like be like, yeah, school, maybe not.
Maybe I just don't need to go to school.
That's a lot of money.
School's for fools.
It depends on what you want, though. You know what I mean? Like I went to. You're either. There's people in high school that were like, yeah, I want to be a nurse. And so I know what I have to do. I have to take this and this and this. And then after high school, I'm going to go here for 4 years and then here for 3, get my whatever. And they know what they have to do.
Yeah.
I was just focusing on like, the only thing I care, even to this day, one of the only things I care about is playing music. And there's no career there. So I never had like I'm going to go to school for this. So you get to this age and you're like, well, fuck. What do we do? You know what I mean? I feel like most people, even if they pretend on Instagram that they know what they're doing, I feel like most of us really have no idea.
No.
And that's fine.
That's not like a
you can front all you want on Instagram, unless you actually do have it figured out. The people that actually do have their lives figured out aren't flexing on Instagram.
No, they're just doing their
They're
jobs.
just living their lives.
They're just doing their jobs.
Instagram has nothing to do with their lives.
They just post like Merry Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. If they do post something, it's like me and my girlfriend at having wine at restaurant. And it's like, that's it. Which, fuck those people, because like, it would be nice to have it figured out. That's why I'm leaving, man. I don't know. I feel like sometimes to get it's hard to know what's important and what's not unless you step back sometimes. Yeah. When you're living in it, you're surrounded by it. It's hard to like whatever. But if you leave, you can see, you know?
True enough.
I would give that advice to anyone. If you don't really have any debts and you're just kind of floating, you're trying to figure it out, just leave. Leave for a while. Go somewhere.
Yeah. If you have enough money.
You have enough money, yeah. Or just fuck visa. Just get a visa and go and then just
see what happens.
Actually, don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad.
That.
But yeah, I got a job and save some money. It's fine. That's what I'm thankful to where I work now, because I was able to save enough money to do what I'm doing now.
Yeah, true enough.
You know, like leave and come back without having any debt. Anyway, that's boring stuff. No one wants to hear that because we're all going through that.
Everyone our age.
Literally, yeah.
I want to go.
Quarter life crisis.
I want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere.
Yeah, and there's only so many times you can go to the bar and drink to like put that stuff aside. Yeah. You have to like actually deal with it sometimes.
True enough. Fuck it, everyone's an alcoholic.
Fuck it, yeah. That's what. Yeah, we're all perpetually alcoholics. But yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm gonna take a piss into this, not in a disrespectful way.
Rickards Red.
Yeah.
If you're the You got to make a company just Rickards Red, and then it'll
and
be
also you make some urinals too, because that would make this whole ordeal a lot easier.
it'll be just us.
Thank you.
New drink, new sponsor.
Nice, Summersby. Yeah, just gonna. Are we live?
We're live.
Oh my God, we're live. Summersby's the new one. If we could just get a couple sponsors, all alcohol related,
and then we'll be set for life.
Oh yeah. Don't need to make any actual money off the podcast. Just alcohol.
No,
would be
yeah.
Good. That would probably save us a lot of money.
Fine.
Yeah. So what are your let's talk about your routines. Because everyone has a different one, but we all do the same shit
like
the same way.
Hygiene routines?
Yeah, sure. Like fucking I had this moment where I was doing something, I don't remember what it was, and I was like, I do this exact same thing. Like I close the door with my left hand, and then I do this, and then I do that, and it's all like, maybe not that like anal, but you know what I mean? Like, what's your, let's say you have to take a shit. Do you have any weird things? You're not one of those guys
I'm not weird with my shit, but I have my own routine.
Yeah? Do you read something, or do you have your phone with you?
My
usually?
phone,
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah, I'm a YouTube video watcher while pooping usually.
When I bring my phone into the bathroom, I'm gonna be in there for at least like 25 minutes.
Oh yeah, like the poop was done within the first like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm just sitting. So.
But I always turn the shower on because I'm gonna shower after. Every time.
You shower after every time?
Unless I'm sick. True. But yeah.
You know what's underrated, and it sounds a bit weird, but I, through dating certain people and like they had certain stuff lying around that I wouldn't have ever thought of, but the use of wet naps.
I don't use that.
Wipes it, but
that's why I shower.
If you don't have time to shower, like it's unreal. I'm just saying to anyone, to the Summersby person and the Rickards person who is listening, wet naps. If you don't have time for a shower,
prime time.
Mint.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. I don't know. I never used wet nap.
Have you ever,
or like a baby wipe, you know?
Have you ever had to poop after a shower and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and then I just take a quick shower after.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
And you have that weird, like, slippery, you barely have to wipe kind of poops, which is like.
I don't know like about that, but I do.
You still have to shower.
I do shower after.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And I only use toilet paper. That's it.
I feel like because pooping is pooping. What about like showering? I'm like itself. Like you're just, even if you didn't poo, you're just having a shower. You're gonna shampoo. You're gonna body wash.
Oh, even if I don't have to poop, I sit on the toilet before I shower.
Really?
Really?
Fuck.
Just in case.
Just in case, yeah. Well, it sucks to have to do it after. But yeah, I usually I don't know. Maybe it's boring. Like maybe I do the same thing as everyone. But I'll shampoo my hair.
I do my hair first,
and then just leave it because I don't have dandruff, but I use Head and Shoulders. I don't know if that's bad. Is that bad?
I don't know. Do people have dandruff these days?
Well, no, because every shampoo now is like. Well, I don't know. Probably some people, but
maybe we all do.
Probably a little bit. But I just like it because they have the green apple one, and it smells really good. I don't know.
Yeah,
and it's just,
I can feel that.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and then here's one. Do you ever? Because sometimes if I want to save time, I'll brush my teeth in the shower. Do you ever fuck with that?
I never do that.
You don't fuck with that?
I brush my teeth in the morning and then sometimes at night.
Okay, cool. What about do you pee in the shower?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Almost every time.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll even go as far as I know I have to pee, but I know I'm gonna shower.
So you just hold it
and I'll just hold it and wait until I shower.
Yeah.
Because there's something awesome about just standing there,
just pissing wherever you want to.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Do you wash your back?
It's hard. Okay, you know what I do? I just do what I can reach.
Yeah.
I'll get as far as I can reach. I don't fuck with loofahs, like the stick thing. I don't fuck with any of that. Cause I mean, how dirty? I mean, even
See,
if it,
I can reach this far. I don't watch that. I just go like this.
well, I can't with this arm. With this arm,
I can reach far this way. I just go this. I don't go.
Yeah.
I don't go back there. I just let.
Do
I just let it run across my back,
and just
that's
hope.
it.
Do you use what? Do you use body wash on your face? I do. I'll do a quick one, but then I'll rinse it off right away because I feel like if I leave it, it might turn.
I'll
me
do
into
that
an
if there's
alien.
not like an exfoliant that I can use.
Okay. See, I never had too much face like products. Like my mom is an esthetician. She does like pedicures and manicures and facials and stuff. So when I was a kid, if I had a zit or a blackhead, she'd be like, "Oh, can I get rid of it?" And I'd be like, "Okay,
Yes.
sure." And so I never really had acne. Like I never had a problem with it.
I did, but like for like 2 months. That was it.
Yeah, for a bit.
In high school, and it just went away.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, I feel bad though. You always know that one person
Suffered for
that
years.
like has the worst. It literally looks like blueberries growing
Yeah.
on their face.
And that's not no one's fault, but
What can you do?
I mean, it's part of life.
Yeah. So if Summersby, if you have an acne problem and you're listening, don't be ashamed. It just means you're going through changes. If you're a fully grown adult and you have bad acne, there's something wrong. You should consult either your family doctor or your nearest Summersby representative.
We don't really know if this is true, but
Yeah, I'm not. This is not technically.
just listen, I guess.
Just listen and learn
Now!
right now. Well, so what are you doing fucking tonight? What are your plans? You have any cool edgy Saturday plans?
No.
I'm getting more and more comfortable with the idea of not having plans anymore.
I mean, I might go watch the game. Some boys.
That's like not a bit. That's a pretty casual. Like you don't have to.
But then I gotta go. I gotta travel.
Yeah.
I might just stay here. I don't know. Fuck.
I love getting like having wings and beer and watching.
So
a
did
game.
last night.
It's the fucking best thing ever. Okay, let's talk about food. We haven't talked about. Let's talk about food for a minute.
What do you mean?
Just, do you consider yourself like a foodie? Do you like get excited about trying new foods or like just food in general? Or do you just kind of stick to, are you like I like what I like and this is my shit?
I mean, I like trying things.
Mm.
But I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, oh.
Well, everyone likes wings. Well, what's your like, everyone, we like to think that, oh, maybe I'll get this, but you always we all end up getting the same flavor.
Yeah,
The flavor we like.
You have a plan going in.
What's your move? What's your wings and beer move? Like, what's that night for you? What are you ordering? I'm the server. What are you ordering?
First of all, I always wave them off the first go. Like I'll order a beer and be like, I'm gonna
just leave it.
I'm gonna look.
Let it fester.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna get wings though.
Yeah.
Like in your head, you're like, before I leave here, I'm getting.
If everyone else is getting wings, I'm gonna get wings no matter what.
Yeah.
So I'll look at the menu for probably about like 20 minutes.
Mm.
Everyone else has ordered their wings.
Yep.
I'll look at the menu, and then when they come back, a pound and a half of medium wings.
Medium wings.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Pound and a half medium wings. If they do half. If not, I'll just do one.
The benefit of that is like, let's say you don't want to get medium, but you know you're gonna get medium. But if you're not sure, they get all their wings. You see what they get, and then you can kind of like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, oh, is that good or
nothing dry.
No, you don't like the dry stuff? You know what?
I do like honey garlic.
I didn't. Okay. See, I fuck hard with honey hot. Any version of that.
Honey hot's good.
Any version of that.
Honey hot's good.
Sometimes it's honey garlic mixed with Frank's Red Hot sauce. Sometimes it's literally honey and Frank's Red mixed. Sometimes it's honey and Tabasco.
It's always good no matter what.
It's always good, and I know a lot of people don't like it, and it's not controversial, but it's a polarizing thing. Is I love blue cheese dip.
Oh.
And I dip. No, but some people.
If you're not getting blue cheese dip with a spicy wing, then you're fucked in the head.
And like
blue cheese all day.
if I finish my wings and I'm still hungry, I'll eat the carrot
Celery,
and
yeah.
celery. I'll
100%.
fuck with it for sure. But like,
You gotta get rid of that dip.
I'm fucking. The dip is being used on my wings. It's not for the vegetables, unless I have some left.
Oh no, I do.
Like
I dip the vegetables in it if I like when I'm done.
Pretty heavy dippage, I'd say.
I'm not a heavy dipper. I just like dunk it.
It makes it better. I don't. Okay, I do get. What are the great polarizing foods of the world? Blue cheese is one of the most polarizing, even though the dip is nowhere near as strong as the cheese. But you know, like actual blue cheese is fucking really bitter.
Yeah,
and strong.
no one eats blue cheese. Like no one eats blue cheese.
But
it's
it's
just a dip.
but someone, if you're at a gathering, it's someone's having a Christmas thing, and they'll always have like a thing of blue cheese on the table with a knife, and no one touched it.
Yeah, it's just the knife just stuck in the cheese,
But-
and then you leave. you like everyone leaves, and you're like, oh fuck, blue cheese wasn't a hit. Fuck me.
Let's just get it again next year.
Let's just freeze it.
But meanwhile, the brie beside it is completely gone.
Oh, the brie is
Yeah.
toast within 10 minutes.
Woo! I'm such a fan.
The brie is toast in
such
less
a
than
big
10.
fan. But blue cheese is what? Okay, there are foods I've learned because I was a cook for 8 years, but also I love watching food related shows.
Yeah, I love
love
it.
cooking and I love eating all of it, everything that's involved. And blue cheese is one of the biggest ones. Growing up, I learned that tomatoes apparently are the most divisive thing in the world because people are either like no tomato or they love it. There's no like.
I'm a big tomato guy. I like tomatoes.
You like tomatoes? Yeah.
Depends what it is, I guess, but like anything that like
I'm the
need
guy.
tomatoes.
I'll eat my friend will be getting we're at a restaurant, nice restaurant, and they'll get the burger and they'll take the tomato out. I'll grab it from their plate and just eat it.
Yeah, tomatoes are fine. They have no taste.
Fucking delicious. Not to mention literally all Italian food.
Especially if there's like if it's just like a sliced tomato and there's like mayonnaise or like whatever on it.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking in. I'm in.
I'll eat like a BLT without the bacon.
Yeah, totally. Okay, there is. It's a thing. Tomato sandwiches are a thing.
Yeah, and I eat them all the
like
time.
toasted bread, tomato, black pepper, little
Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Then you're good.
So we're working our way through the thing. So there's blue cheese, there's tomatoes, mustard. Yeah, big fan. I'm a huge fan.
Good stuff.
It completes any sub. Honestly, it goes great.
It's a sliced meat food or a condiment.
It is, and I like the weird stuff too. I like Dijon mustard. Like I like the strong. I love just yellow mustard, but like
I'm just like a yellow mustard guy.
Dijon's got that like it like burns your nose.
I'll eat it, but like if it's on it,
good.
if it's on it already, I'll eat it.
Of course, on
order
a
it.
hot dog and burger, of course, but subs too in sandwiches, and I guess that's it for mustard. Is there any other application of mustard?
I don't know.
Like dip like a pretzel in it?
I think you can put it in like different like sauces.
Yeah, true. Well, a lot of American barbecue sauces are mustard based, and I love them. I love all of them. They're amazing.
But that's different. It's not just like the mustard like right on like.
There is a group of food that falls under a category, and it doesn't have a name. I don't know what it is, but I love all of them, and it's this. A lot of them are divisive foods, but it's like this briny, sour things like mustard, all forms: mustard, horseradish, pickles, olives, Caesar dressing, salt and vinegar chips. All those things kind of have something in common. Yeah. It's got that like sour.
I hate olives on their own.
Like green olives?
Any
olives? What about on a pie, on a pizza pie? No, don't fuck with it.
No, don't.
See,
away.
I was gonna go to olives as one of the biggest divisive. Like people either will sit there with the jar.
We can't really judge pizza though because we live in fucking Canada.
I know, and you know what's crazy? Our perception of pizza is so changed because of every pizza we have access to right now is North American pizza. We don't have access to Neapolitan.
I mean, we do, but you got to pay the price to get it.
Exactly, and they have all these rules, like you have to use San Marzano tomatoes from Mount Vesuvius, and it has to have mozzarella cheese that's Italian, and it has to.
That's why I want to go to New York. I want to try I want to try the pizzas.
I would love to. And okay,
I'd go on a bender for pizza in New York.
We're not really a part of the pizza argument, which is really between New York and Chicago. That's the biggest. Italy's not even a part of the pizza argument. They're just like, yeah, we're Italy and we like kind of invented it.
We just made the pizza and then
Exactly.
sent everyone over.
But there's no. I've never had deep dish pizza. It looks delicious,
Yeah,
but to me,
I'd eat it.
It looks more like when I saw it for the first time, I was like, that's a lasagna. It's basically a lasagna.
Kanye, it's like,
but like circular.
Stacked.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd rather eat like a New York.
When I'm craving pizza, when I want a slice, it's that dirty. If you wring it out, it's literally grease, like pouring out, like New York slice, like dirty. Ugh. And there's so few places.
I don't know. There's probably like places around here that have like good pizza, but I just don't like look into it.
You gotta just give her a go. It's one of those things like you might have 10 shitty ones, and then one day in Burlington, because I've never moved. For me, everyone says Lugano's. They used to be awesome, they were
good.
I still eat Lugano's and they're fine. But the best pizza in Burlington definitely is Mount Royal Pizza. It's the best pizza. It's nice and greasy. They have awesome toppings. It's pretty cheap. You can also get poutines, which is
I think they sell like most foods.
Delicious. And it was close to Mitch D'Souza's house. That's when like we used to stay at a mutual friend's like nearby, and like we would always order from there. It was right across the street, and like it's the same people. You go in there. I love that. You walk in and it's like the same guy and the same girl.
Yeah, and they're like, "What do you want?"
They have not hired any new people.
What do you want? You want this, or this?
Yeah, they don't even like really want to serve you. They're like, "Yeah, we're a business. What the fuck? What do you want?"
Want me to make you a pizza? Like, yes, it's fine.
So good. But does pineapple belong on a pizza?
I don't mind it.
Are you indifferent? That's crazy because
I don't mind it.
Obviously, well, for some reason the internet freaks out about it. But
I just don't get it. Like, if you don't want it, don't get it.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, I do not order pineapple on pizza.
I don't, but if it's on it...
Yeah, if someone ordered it, I'm going to surely...
If it's on it, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. My go-to, like, pizza... Okay, so I know your wing move. What's your pizza move? What's your 3-topping? You have a large 3-topping.
Large 3-topping.
What are the toppings?
Not including...
And what's the dip? Not including cheese, no.
Probably just green peppers, bacon.
Ooh, green peppers.
Pepperoni.
Underrated.
And then like a jalapeno or like chipotle.
Nice.
Dip.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Or also just get like cheese and like whatever dip.
Yeah. Yeah, I fuck with that. Lately, I've been really getting onto the feta cheese on a pizza because
like
they cook it
or like on like after.
No, before, and it gets warm, and I
melty?
know that like it. Yeah, so it doesn't quite melt. It just you could like poke it, and it kind of goes.
Yeah, like, I don't think it really melts that much.
No, but it's so salty. That belongs in the same category as pickles. Like it's got that sour.
Pickles are good.
Salty. I love them.
Sandwich pickles.
Love them. It is not an American cheeseburger, which we fall under that. Any burger you get here, we're basically getting American burgers. Except in the US, you can order them medium rare and medium. That's crazy. I did that, by the way. That's a separate thing. In Vegas, order your burger medium.
Yeah, no, awesome. Beef, like, you can just eat beef, like, raw.
You need pickles for it to be a burger. Like, for it to be a completed...
I mean, yeah.
There was an argument on the internet. I saw this. So I watched some YouTube video, and it was like, well, that's not an American burger. What's an American burger? American cheddar or Swiss, whatever, melted on top of the patty, but then you have your bun.
Tomatoes, lettuce, pickles.
Ketchup, yeah, tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, onion.
Yeah, onion.
If you're okay with, I mean, you can take them off.
Mayonnaise.
Whatever. Mayo, yeah, and the mustard ketchup too, unless you just keep it on the side. Part of it. I don't put that ever directly on my burger. Sometimes I'll dip it, literally like dip the burger in either ketchup or mustard, but I'm a terrible, like I was born in Canada.
I never put mustard on burgers. I only put it on like subs.
Okay. I'm just as Canadian as any of my Canadian friends. I was born here, and my relationship with ketchup is like, I dip fries in ketchup.
Yeah, I do that too.
I'd rather put sriracha or barbecue sauce on a hot dog than ketchup.
Nah, I wouldn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Just a little bit of spice.
I'd put ketchup like... I don't really eat like KD, but if I have KD, I put ketchup.
Oh, put ketchup on the KD? That's a power move. So it's like...
Only, but like if I have like homemade macaroni... Pepper. That's it.
What about scrambled eggs? Do you fuck with ketchup?
Yeah.
Scrambled eggs. Okay, so you're all right. So you like ketchup. Ketchup's like your.
I like it. Well,
yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Do you remember when they did the purple and like green ketchup?
Yep. Had it once. Didn't ever have it again. Why would you do that? It doesn't taste the same.
Yeah,
it says on the thing, it's like it tastes the same, just different color. No.
Didn't taste the same at all.
Didn't taste the same at all.
Which makes me wonder, what did they add to it other than the color? And would color change the flavor? Like, what happened?
They fucked up. That's all I know.
It obviously didn't last long.
Dude, it lasted like 2 months.
I remember my friend.
And now they sell it like in the States, like people are like freaking out.
Like
not
regularly,
like,
or
like,
like
not
on
like now,
eBay,
but like,
you go and buy one.
Not like now, but like when it happened, like it
Yeah,
happened,
yeah.
and then everyone's like in the States, like, oh my god,
I don't
green ketchup.
understand. No, I get it.
It tastes like fucking trash.
It's like appealing for like kids, I guess. But if you're a real,
I was a kid, and I was like,
no, but okay, if you're like a real ketchup guy, you know it's not going to be the same. It's not going to taste good.
It just tasted like cardboard.
I know it sounds like a fucking pig motherfucker answer to say, but I think overall my favorite condiment is mayonnaise. I think mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
I think it's the most delicious.
Up top.
There's never been a sandwich in the history of man and woman and
that didn't have good mayonnaise on it.
That was made. That wasn't made better with the addition of mayonnaise.
Oh, I asked for extra mayonnaise every time.
You know what my movie here? This Food Moves, sponsored by Belgian Moon,
and
Rickards Red,
and Summersby.
Please sponsor us. Cheers.
One viewer.
My move at Subway or Mr. Sub, whatever. I get a BLT on whatever bread, I don't care, 12-inch toasted, and I'll do cheddar cheese, or again the cheese I don't care, but cheddar tastes nicer.
I do shredded.
Oh, really?
I'm a shred guy.
Nicer distribution.
Because it melts.
Yeah, true.
Real good.
Nicer coverage. Which reminds me, when I leave, I'm probably going to go get Fat Bastard Burrito.
It's right there, right?
Yeah, it's very close to fucking so good. Anyways, see, I've made myself super hungry. But the last, 20 minutes or whatever of us talking. Yeah, so BLT, but I'll do double bacon. And if I feel like being a piece of shit, double bacon, double cheese. They just throw an extra two, whatever it is, and then toast.
They don't really care. They just go.
And then extra mayo. That's my move.
Extra mayo every time.
So you bite in the bacon. The bacon's like fucking an inch thick.
Oh,
and
dude,
just,
I can only do so much bacon though.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sensitive.
But they have
salt.
that fake. True. It is very because they have that fake McDonald's fast food bacon.
That doesn't really count. I guess it's like this big, but it's like this thing.
I know. The only fast food places that I can recall having actual bacon is like Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
On a Baconator, they have like thick bacon. Like you have to actually bite.
I'm a Wendy's guy, but I only get the spicy chicken.
Oh man, they're
like
all
a salad.
Good. Dave's single, double, triple, Baconator, any chicken sandwich, they're all good.
Yeah.
You know what I just had? Obviously we're not sponsored by Wendy's.
Wendy's,
please sponsor us. I kid you not, dude. I don't even care about the podcast. I'm telling you this. If you like it, if you're maybe a little bit adventurous, it just came out. It's like the maple bacon chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It has the cheese and the bacon, but it has like some maple syrup and on like a croissant bun. It's fucking good. If you like sweet with your
I do like maple syrup on bacon.
Oh man, it was delicious. And it's like whatever, $5. Get it.
Maybe I'll try it.
I'd get it now if there wasn't a Fat Bastard. We don't have good burritos in Burlington.
Yeah, you do. Fucking
burrito
or what's it called?
Downtown?
What's it called? Mucho burrito.
Yeah, they're good. I think Fat Bastard's just like I don't know. It's the best burrito.
I don't think I've ever had one.
It's the best burrito I've ever had.
Oh, okay.
Put it that way. And
they're thick though.
They're really thick.
Every burrito.
I get
dude. They're like this thick. Like, how do you eat that?
I know. Even if you're like, you know what? I'll just get like the medium.
If you finish one of those burritos, you're in for a treat the next day.
Yeah,
you're fucked.
You're gonna have a pretty swift and voluminous bowel movement.
Probably. But like this.
Yeah, just
it's gonna happen all at once.
Like a broken fire hydrant, just comes out. Especially because I fuck with the hot sauce hard.
Yeah,
Like, I love it.
I'm like,
I like the pain. I like it to be painful. It's almost like getting tattoos. You get addicted to like the being done.
yeah,
And you get this euphoric like, oh, like your body, you're in pain. So whether you're eating or getting a tattoo, and your body rushes in to like be like, what's going on? Why are you in pain?
Yeah.
And then you get like high.
I like
awesome.
like normal hot tattoos is like just a normal thing, right?
You fucks with like Franks.
Yeah. Well, if I want it, it doesn't affect me. But I feel like I want to get like a hot sauce.
Okay, that's one thing I'll make fun of myself for. I never got into craft beers or hipstery things like that. But I fuck with like craft hot sauces, like the ones that are like
yeah,
you
like
have to order them.
Yeah,
and
I wanna try some, but
oh man, you put like I love having like a bowl of chili, one of my favorite things, and just put like a teaspoon of the hot sauce in and just mix it in.
Yeah.
Every bite is like just pain and sweating. But when you're done, you're like, you feel like you like earned
you
something.
did something.
Yeah, it's awesome. You feel less like a piece of shit when you're done eating. Yeah. It's easy to eat 2 pounds of wings and be like, oh, fuck, I'm an asshole. Like, why did I, Or eat like 2 pounds of hot wings and you're like, whew, I made it through.
Hot wings are fine, but
I'm
like,
going to go get a
I want to get like a hot sauce. I want to get like a hot sauce that like kind of fucks you up, but like tastes good at the same time.
Yeah, no, they have the ones that are just pure battery acid, which I'm not
Yeah, and you're just like, you'd be like, wait.
I like they have to be really like garlicky and delicious and like
like fruity kind of. Like,
yeah, have some mango in there or something, pineapple.
Yeah, we're pros.
Yeah, I fuck with the craft hot sauces. I fucks with hard. Definitely, it's ridiculous.
So when you leave, are you ready to go through the weird like levels of smell down the stairs?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm wondering if I'm gonna detect.
Are you wondering if the bottom floor is gonna smell like weed or more like foreign food?
Like goat head, like boiled goat head and like milk or like something weird.
Yeah, like when you walk out the door, it's gonna smell like at least noodles.
True, because I guess here. What time is it? 5:30. It's like people are starting to cook dinner now. So
it's gonna be like a whole whirlwind of like weird shit.
Yeah, there's gonna be. I'm pretty excited actually.
So if you didn't know, I live in a building with weird people that are foreign and they smoke weed in the stairs.
One floor is designated for weed. One floor is designated for random international foods.
Goat like
you have fucking who knows what's above.
I don't think I've ever been above.
Could be a whole.
We should try it out.
Could be awesome.
It could be.
Could be like strawberries and delicious. Maybe not, but like
I doubt it.
It could be. That's fine.
I think smell rises like heat does, but
yeah, true. Actually,
the top floor probably smells like fucking shit.
Yeah, it all just mixes.
Like the best floor smells terrible.
Oh fuck. That's probably why. Actually, that's true because the first floor smelled like nothing, and then the second floor was like, oh, there's the weed.
Third
and then
floor.
It's like.
And that's where we get. That's where we get off.
But it wasn't like fresh, like they're cooking now. That's gonna happen now. What we got was the lingering from probably the day before smell, which like still is in the carpet.
And if you open the window at night, and you get woken up at 6 a.m. from the smell.
It's like the smell equivalent of like if you peel an onion and dice up an onion, your hands will now smell like onion, even if you wash them with soap.
Even if
it'll
you
still
eat
kind of smell like onion.
Even if you eat fresh onion, the next day you're fucked.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I love onions. Didn't like them as a kid. Now I love them. They go good in everything. And you cannot get the smell out of your clothes.
They're great.
Heaven forbid. I actually got into a thing where if I know I'm going to cook before I go out, I will cook shirtless and just in boxers. Because
it sticks to you.
I leave my door closed and then I cook, I eat, I let it chill for a bit. Then I'll shower and go right into my room and get changed. And when I leave the house, I'll leave fast. Because it does not take long for smell to stick to you. Weed smoke, cigarette smoke, same thing as cooking onions. Which leads, by the way, the most delicious smell, the smell that gets me the hungriest, is like if you're in the morning, you're cooking breakfast and you put some butter in a pan, and then you get either some onions cooking in butter or like diced tomatoes cooking in butter. It's the best smell in the world, honestly. It does it for me every time.
Down with that.
That's up there with like gasoline and indoor pools. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Gasoline. That's
When
do you have something to talk about?
I could like. What do you mean? Well, I don't like huff gasoline, but when I'm pumping gas and I'll kind of be like I'll look for it and then I will breathe deep. I will, and I'll inhale it and be like,
I think
yes.
we gotta go somewhere after this.
Yeah. We'll be right back after these messages. If we don't come back, it's because we're dead now. And this is now an obituary, which is kind of sad.
Oh, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to get a burrito. I'm probably going to have some drinks later. I don't know where or how.
Couple here, couple there.
I don't want to go spend money at a bar if we don't have to.
I might have a couple drinks.
If I don't have to, yeah, fuck it.
I've had a few already, so.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right. That's probably fine.
Cool. Yeah. That's good. By the way, if you enjoyed what you saw, please reach out. Find me on Facebook. My name is Norik. This is Josh. Please sponsor us. And thanks for tuning in.